It's called Advanced Answering Techniques. So it is 3 professional people explaining to other people how to answer different questions, a multiple variety of questions. Advanced Answering Techniques.
Hello and welcome to Advanced Answering Techniques. I'm one of your co-hosts. My name is Josh. This is a podcast where we take listener questions to the backyard of the abandoned house on the cul-de-sac and teach them to smoke Marlboro Reds. You have to take your shirt off when you smoke. So the question's mom, when she calls you back in, you can just put the shirt back on. It doesn't smell like cigarettes. Also, there's a little stash of deodorant back there so you can smell good when you go back to the question's mom. Another one of our co-hosts, Caleb, just gave a presentation at the local junior high assembly about how kids across the country still think fidget spinners are cool. Caleb, how did that go?
Well, great. They loved it, and
They did. Really? They didn't have any. I didn't. I was kind of surprised that
Just to be clear, the thesis was like people across the country still think they're great.
Yeah.
Like kids across the country think they're great.
Kids, look, everyone, I just wanted you to know if anyone in your school is telling you they're
That
not
they're not
cool
cool. Okay.
anymore,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
And is that based
That
on
kid, show me, point
Yeah.
them out to me.
Right.
Show me. Everyone point out a kid who said that
Yeah.
to
Okay.
you, please, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean they pointed them out, and then things did kind of take a turn for the worse once they pointed them out.
Right. What
do you
happened
mean?
when
Well,
they put it up?
they instead of it being like shame, they
Yeah.
kind of bolstered them.
They
What do you
were.
They're like, yeah, we stand against fidget
Fidget
spinners.
spinners.
You guys,
so
you're
they
just
like
a
galvanized.
shill.
Yeah.
You're just a shill. What do you have stock in fidget spinner?
Yeah.
And
Do you have stock in fidget spinners?
Yeah.
So that was
It's-
you were
I
trying
didn't like
to.
that. That is these are middle schoolers.
It's a
They're
little
pretty
close
smart.
to the bone.
They caught on pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
It's impressive. What school is this?
I mean, it's impressive what you can do when you're not just playing with a
Yeah.
dang fidget spinner. If I'm
That's
being
true.
honest,
Yeah.
I know this is bad for them.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have stock in fidget
You have to
spinner.
protect it.
And
Well,
this
you're
is
also
one
just
thing the board is having me do.
you're just thinking partially you're just thinking about your stockholders and the
Yeah.
board. What
Yeah.
are they going to do?
Yeah.
If their
Hey,
investment
if
falls
I can
apart.
get us back, if we can get fidget spinner back on top.
And they're really worried about all the anti-big fidget spinner sentiment out there.
Oh
That
yeah.
they're trying
Well,
to
yeah.
get
People are
out
trying
in
to.
front of it.
Yeah, a homemade. Oh look, it's local. Buy local
Right.
fidget
Mom
spinner.
and pop
No,
fidget
no, no.
spinners.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna spin for your fidgets. It's,
Right.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
do
This is
something
gonna.
else.
This is gonna. One of the problems there is if it doesn't spin right, it actually makes you
Yeah.
fidget even more.
more.
true.
It doesn't. It has to spin at a frequency that kind of counterbalances
Right.
your natural fidget
Now,
frequency.
Caleb, I am wondering, did you originally think you were buying a different kind of stock? Did you misread it?
I mean, what?
I'm trying to
one
think of
man's-
what he would have. What it
one
would have been.
One man's fidget spinner is another man's, other cooler, maybe
Yeah.
cooler stuff.
Yeah.
but-
What did you think he might have?
Well,
been
it's just
buying?
I just think maybe you read it kind of quickly and you misread it as a different kind of fidget spinner.
Well,
something that maybe a Peter Dinklage would have a
Yeah.
problem with.
Right.
right. I mean,
I think there is I think there is one of those in
what?
Elf.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Doesn't he kind of do that? He spins him when he's like an angry
You're
elf.
right. You're right. I mean, if I could own stock in the movie Elf,
Yeah.
if I could
Sure.
get some of the
Oh,
points,
yeah.
if I got
Absolutely.
points
On the back end.
Can you do that? Can you go back in the movie and go,
Retroactively.
hey, you know what? Can I get some points on that?
Well, you could probably
be.
negotiate to get a deal on like on digital rentals
just
and
me.
DVD sales.
I'm
Well,
saying just
I'm saying
me,
you
yeah.
could maybe there would be an outlay of money. You're not just going to get them to give you.
It would probably be at a premium now that it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been.
But
originally.
again, maybe if your money in fidget spinners isn't really getting you where you need to go,
Yeah, I
maybe
might
you
have to think about
could
this.
move it over to the midget spinning movie Elf.
right.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, a one man's fidget is another man's. You said it, Gabe?
What?
Okay.
Well, Josh said it.
I said it.
Okay.
Yeah. One man's fidget is another man's gidget, which is an interesting movie.
Oh, Gidget.
Yeah.
And that movie is...
It's an old movie. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
It's not a
Cool.
good one, I don't
Hey.
think. But that's too bad, Caleb. We wish you
No, it's fine.
the best of luck.
I was able to straighten Oliver out.
Yeah. He was kind of a problem.
Yeah.
He put you in a difficult position. I heard that his initial question to you was, what do you like most about speaking to junior high students? Is it the money or is it proximity to children?
Uh-huh.
And your response kind of put you in a tough spot, which
it was I don't do this for the money.
yeah,
As in for what I was saying was I don't do it for a paycheck.
right.
It is for the money.
It is for the money
I want to get-
ultimately, but you don't get paid to actually go speak to the kids.
No.
Yeah. And he said, and that really the audience heard you say that, and then they kind of they reacted
People thought
with a
certain
certain
things,
level
which
of
is
mirth.
Not,
I think. Yeah.
not true.
Yeah,
I
right.
really don't like children that much.
Right.
It's
yeah.
kind of a hardship for me to even
Right.
have to go there and talk to them. I mean,
Yeah.
and because what happened was eventually how I put Oliver in his place is eventually we did an arm wrestling match,
Mhm.
and Oliver was feeling strong because
Yeah.
people had been building him up, and he thought he could take me, and he couldn't.
Right.
Right.
And that kind of put the whole thing to rest, and the rest of the whole talk was so fun.
You guys just once Oliver just kind of he kind of accepted his lot at that
Right.
point. That's interesting.
It was great.
Quashed
That's
the
really
beef,
good.
and it was all fine.
That's really
Can you
good.
imagine if one of our someday we have a president named Oliver? That would just be funny.
Yeah.
Like someday, like that's a thing to think about with middle school kids that are named
Oh.
like Skylar.
Skylar is a big
Yeah,
one.
like, all
Oliver. I could kind of see,
I mean, yeah.
but
Yeah.
Skylar.
But it's like, what are we, Britain?
yeah,
Oliva.
Oliver.
I don't know.
We might be.
We were a colony of.
We're a colony of Britain.
That's true. I actually didn't think about it in those terms. That's actually really helpful and actually puts my mind to ease about the whole issue.
Gabe is our other co-host. You've been listening to him already. He makes long videos on what I would call the Black Rifle Coffee of video hosting platforms, Rumble. And last week, Gabe did a long video about some conflicts he's been having with his family, and it's happened kind of at family dinner. Actually, is a bunch of people in the family were asking Gabe, "Hold on, are you wearing eye makeup?" And and it wasn't clear that whether or not you were, you weren't really being. I felt you weren't being straight with
I think I
us.
was just well rested.
Yeah, it seemed. Caleb, you can back me up on this. It seemed like there was a sharpness to your eyes.
I've never been that rested in my life.
right. That's
Where my eyes got real dark and like
at the
smoky.
edges. Yeah, you kind of got you. You said, why do I seem to have somewhat of a smoky eye?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when I get good sleep. Is I get a nice smoky eye,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the lids are a little more defined.
We grew up with each other.
Right.
Never seen it before.
I
in my
haven't seen
life.
it before. It seemed new to me. Seemed like you were using a little bit of eye makeup and you just wouldn't admit it.
I don't know. Like, there's just a lot of people. I was looking online. A lot of people say there are different ways you can get that look. One is being well rested. The other is makeup.
See, that's the thing is
But
you
it's-
kept bringing up like, yes,
Yeah.
some people do use
Yeah.
makeup
Yeah,
to achieve
do
this
the same
effect.
thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I accidentally, and I apologize, Gabe. I barged into the bathroom, and Gabe was in the bathroom during family dinner, and he was just sort of just like I caught it for a moment. He was like looking at the mirror, like really,
And it was a
intently,
little.
sort of like with his hands.
I was just
resting
curious
on the wash
how
basin,
long
and
the
like-
well rested thing was going to last.
and it was just really
Just
quick. And
checking
then
in?
he like
That's
he's-
interesting.
Because it had been hours at that point.
So Gabe was like had his hands resting on the wash
Mm-hmm.
basin. He's looking in the mirror, just like kind of moving his head back and forth across to get the effect. And I opened the door, and his neck snapped ultra fast, just right over to me. and gave me this like it was like a blue steel. It was like a Zoolander. Like, piercing.
Well,
glare.
I was just surprised. I was honestly just surprised. That's just my surprised face.
Okay.
I guess that's. I mean, yeah. And it was just if I'm well rested and then you surprise me, that's what I'm gonna look like Derek Zoolander.
And I'm sorry, Gabe, that I shouted out right when you did that. I said, "Who is that man?"
Yeah. Right. And I just said it's me.
I'm sorry, I said that.
It's I accept your apology.
And we were all pretty upset that you said that.
But I'm glad that we finally have closure on it. It wasn't eye makeup. I just slept really well. I got a new mattress that's made out of springs and latex foam, so now I get sleep.
What is this, an ad for?
No, I won't advertise for them.
For
There's
latex
purple,
plus
for purple
foam.
Nope, not purple. Oh, poison. There's poison in those
Yeah,
mattresses.
Poison in most of the mattresses.
Purple is a classic.
I got an
color for
organic
poison.
mattress. It's made out of organic springs.
Ooh, oh yeah, the ones that nature makes.
Nature's
Bark.
springs.
Bark springs.
Bendy twigs.
Time for Spotlightify comments. We have one Spotlightify comment this week. This is on episode 98. That's last week's episode. That means that this week's episode is episode 99.
What? That's crazy. I'm hearing that for the first time today.
Holy moly.
Joy says, "I'm still listening." She's reassuring us that she's still out there listening.
Okay.
Wait, is this because she hasn't sent in a question for a little while?
Yes, and
okay.
I think she's feeling that a little more sharply because
Yeah.
obviously we've had somewhat of a backlog.
Yes.
And so we have worked through a number of Joy questions in the meantime.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're feeling it as sharply as Joy is. She says, "Justin, please keep sending questions."
So she's delegating.
She's giving marching orders.
She's giving marching orders. Joy, as she approaches the day of her travail, she's expecting.
Yeah.
She's become rather too big for her britches. One might say.
Delegating work to Justin.
You
And
asked the question.
It is funny.
She can tell what's coming.
Yeah.
She knows us too well. She's like, if they don't have questions answered, the podcast goes away.
It's over.
And I can't have that. So Justin, keep the fires burning.
She says, "I have no questions. My brain decided to go on a hike, and it hasn't come back." The end of the comment. That is, of course, a real thing. Pregnancy brain. Your body is devoting so many resources towards knitting together a child.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Something science can't even do.
Something science can't even do. That
Or knitting needles.
Or knitting. I mean, they can, I've seen knitters that could do pretty good approximations.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like baby doll.
nothing to really sneeze at, but
Or nothing that can sneeze.
that's the other thing.
It can make you sneeze.
Sure.
Some
Okay.
of these woolen children are making me sneeze.
Making me sneeze? Can this thing sneeze? Sorry. I mean, make me sneeze?
Please tell me that this thing can make me sneeze.
When are you ever
Hopeful.
ever asking either of those
I like to
questions?
sneeze.
I would
I mean,
love it.
No,
I love
Actually,
sneezing.
it's more likely that you're asking if something will make you sneeze.
Right.
Yeah.
Than if
If
you're
it
asking
can.
if that can sneeze.
In general, it's like, I mean, I guess, like, can a fish sneeze?
Right. It's a good question.
I would think mostly it's mammals, right?
I think it's an air thing. You're getting an air molecule.
But
up there. The fish
Okay.
are like, I don't
Fish
know.
must have some kind of involuntary response that ejects certain particles.
What is
from-
water if not
Yeah.
partially air?
Yeah.
No, it's partially that. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Do fish have nasal passages? It seems like they do.
Naval passages, because they're fish.
They're
Yeah,
fish.
true.
It's time to get into the question. This week's question, episode 99, is from our good friend Justin. And we might as well just crack right into it. Here's Justin.
Hey guys, there is a lot of talk recently in my head about going to the moon. One guy's like, Justin, we've got to go to the moon. And then I'm like, guys, I don't want to go to the moon. I'm kind of scared of the moon. I don't think that, wouldn't you miss your family? Another guy's like, well, we have to go to the moon. It's our calling. And another guy's like, guys, if we're going to do this, we've got to do it now. We have to go to the moon right now. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go to the moon pretty soon. And my question is, what would the first thing that you guys would be to do on the moon is?
What would the first thing you guys to be to do on the moon is? That's a good question, Justin.
Yeah.
I have sometimes accused Justin of being fake and lying.
And like not smart.
I haven't accused him of that. That's not true. I don't think
think
I've
that's
accused him
kinda
of not
your
being
thing.
smart.
My thing?
I think it might be maybe our thing,
Sorry,
you and I.
I got switched up.
Yeah.
I think I clarified my position on Justin's intelligence recently. But the ultimate question here is not whether or not Justin is lying. I don't think he's lying. This doesn't seem like he's lying. I believe that Justin is having a complicated
Okay.
inner
He's got
discussion.
a command center.
He's got things going on in his mind.
Yeah.
Some kind of, it seems familiar to me for some reason, but an inside-out situation that's going
Yeah.
on.
Some kind of command center.
Command center in Justin's brain, and he's having to navigate all these different attitudes and voices up in his brain.
And they're all guys.
They're definitely men, different guys, and some of them seem to have this attitude of we need to go now, like this urgency.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
We know where we need to go, and we need to go now.
Yeah.
That kind of urgency is why would Justin need to go to the moon now? That's unclear but it maybe is not even material to the conversation that we need to have. Because the question that's been put before us is, what is it to be? I'm probably not going to phrase the question exactly right. What would the first thing be for you to do on the moon is?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Something along
And
those
I saw
lines.
you glance down, and I was going to be really impressed that maybe you had made a cue card with that phrase on it, and then you didn't.
I didn't. I did an approximation of it. It has two versions of the verb to be, which I enjoyed.
Really,
To be to do.
it's good. I mean, maybe
to
What
do
would the
is-
first thing be to do? Yeah. It's really honestly.
I do feel like we sort of have to flesh out this
Yeah.
control room. No?
I would be really glad if you were just to give us maybe a little bit of an area.
Yeah.
You're thinking. So I said it was maybe
Yeah.
like an inside out kind of thing. You're
Yeah.
like, it's all guys.
Yeah, it's all,
It's all guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking we could just do. Sounds like it's a bunch of guys, and maybe it's more guys than what's in Inside Out. So
Right.
You just do the Dirty Dozen.
I was gonna say it could be like
It's
one of those
John-
classic
John
lineups.
Cassavetes. We've
Yeah.
got oh my gosh, Terry Savalas.
The other guy,
Charles
the big
Is Charles
guy,
Bronson in the Dirty
the
Dozen?
smart guy,
Yeah.
the dumb guy,
The dumb guy.
the
yeah.
explosives
How many-
guy.
I love
in
that.
this
the dumb
situation-
guy emotion.
In this situation, how many of Justin's emotions are the dumb guy?
Yeah, there's like I don't know. It's like the Dirty Dozen. There's like 6 dumb guys.
Yeah, well, I mean they're in the military, so
And
No
they're
offense.
actually
No offense.
prisoners, and they're
that's
in
true.
the Dirty Dozen.
So how?
They're prisoners.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the
goodness.
military.
Yeah.
I mean, so much.
Oh,
of,
these guys are prisoners. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yes, they're locked up inside of Justin's crazy brain.
And I know that was a joke to say you have 6 dumb guys in your head. Okay, Justin, I don't mean that at all.
Caleb has his fingers crossed.
That's they're always like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel a little disingenuous because I did kind of suggest that maybe a lot of the guys in Justin's brain were dumb.
And this was right
And
after
that
you were
was right
like,
after I was kind of trying to go on record as the one who thinks he's smart.
yeah. I'm over here, and I think I just think that he's got one dumb guy, and he's got a smart guy, an explosives guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the chief, like the commander guy.
Yeah.
The guy who'll do anything.
Yeah. The
Not the
wild
dumb
card.
guy.
The
That's
wild
not the
card.
dumb guy. He's a different guy.
Yeah.
There's a dumb guy, and then there's a guy who'll do
He'll
anything.
do absolutely anything.
Let's just say there's a dumb guy that doesn't want to do anything. And then
There's
there's a
that
dumb
too.
guy that will do
Right.
whatever you ask him to.
And there's a guy for each of the 7 deadly sins. Go ahead, guys, and list them off: wrath, sloth,
Lust,
Greed.
greed,
Avarice,
taking a handicap,
envy.
greed, and avarice.
libel.
envy,
Libel and defamation.
envy, jealousy, laziness,
Love.
That's sloth.
binge eating, gluttony.
Yeah, gluttony. Oh, we forgot
Um,
gluttony.
Oh boy.
That's pretty much
I
it.
think we did them.
Horniness.
We
That's
can
all.
go through them all. What did you say?
No, they're not worth repeating.
No,
Okay.
Licentiousness.
Yes.
I think is what he was saying.
Lasciviousness.
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 Lasciviousness. Oh, and he's got John Leguizamo up there too.
Yes. Hey guys.
Well, we said sloth,
Sloth.
so it
he's
is
a
the sloth.
sloth.
Yeah,
Shake the sauce.
yeah, Shake the sloth.
Shake the sauce.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
Yeah.
think that's it. So
What
what is that?
Hey
like?
guys, we gotta go to the moon. Guys, we gotta go right now.
25 guys.
We gotta go like yesterday.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is
Wow.
a lot going on in Justin's head. But we have a question in front of us, and it's what are we going to do on the moon?
Yeah.
The moon is famously a barren wasteland with really nothing to recommend it, except that, it's maybe a way of demonstrating power and competence in the middle of, say, a Cold War to get there
Yeah.
first.
Right.
To try to get there first before everybody else. So that, but then it's like, well, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
Once we're there.
once
what's
you're
the
there,
big deal.
doesn't
Quick
really
question: at Cold War, is that like when your dad keeps turning the thermostat down?
matter.
Well,
that's-
if your mom and dad won't ever talk about where the thermostat should be,
Right.
and they just keep on turning the thermostat different
Yeah.
ways,
Yeah,
that's the Cold War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
And if your mom is occasionally like, can you go turn it down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your dad is talking to one of your other siblings and he's like, could you prevent that guy from turning it down? And there's lots of
Yeah.
like kind of subterfuge between your parents.
right,
The
And,
world
like,
powers.
go plug the space heater in the room where the thermostat is.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like, Dad, that seems to be. It's like you want to save money,
Yeah.
but you're gonna run the
No,
space
no, no.
heater
Trust
in
me,
that
this
room.
is a good idea. And look, you'll get a better allowance this month.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you, Israel.
Yeah.
Paying your son to put a
Yep.
space heater. Yeah, no, it's good. That's
Yeah,
a Cold
he's
War.
losing money all over the place, so it's really not about the money, is it, Dad?
Or wait, it's about beating mom, isn't it?
It's at this game,
It's about
Yeah, but
the war.
What
idea.
yeah.
what you'd really like to do is to win at this game,
Right, win.
And beat mom.
No, no, like,
No, win at the
like-
game and then beat mom.
no. Beating mom is how he wins
at
at the
the
game.
game.
And then to
But
reward
that's-
yourself,
That's
beat mom.
no,
That's not
No.
nobody thinks that's a reward, Caleb.
no. That's not a
Well,
reward
it's
for
a-
anyone. But I was wondering
Oh,
again about.
You think that's you think there are guys who are like,
I see the
I,
confusion.
you think there
I
are,
see the confusion.
I know
Yeah.
this is touchy. I know this is touchy.
It is.
Yeah.
But you're saying
I don't think we even have to say it.
I don't think we do. That there's a guy who's like, I can't wait to get home.
No, that's not what I
So
meant.
Josh
at
Okay,
all.
okay,
That
okay.
is
Josh-
not what I meant.
okay,
Oh,
Josh just
guys.
wanted to. He
Oh.
said, "I don't think we have to
Yeah.
say this," but Josh just couldn't help himself. Sick man.
Okay, no,
Um,
it's not what I'm saying. At
Okay, good.
all. Yeah.
Yeah. But
And honestly, I don't really know what I was saying.
yeah. But
I was
I know
just
what
kind of-
we do need to be saying.
It's true.
Yeah.
Which is what we would do when we get to the moon. What is the first thing that you would do to be is on the moon if you got there?
As a young boy growing up outside of Philadelphia, one of my favorite things to do when we would visit Philadelphia is go stand in Rocky's footsteps.
Yep.
At the Philadelphia Art Museum. The steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum. They're not in the museum.
Right.
They're outside. They're on the steps.
Size 9
Like,
Converse.
Size 9 Converse and I was really proud when I was probably, 13 and my feet fit
Yeah.
in there,
Nice.
maybe even bigger. So I kind of have always enjoyed putting my feet in other footprints, famous footprints.
And
Good King Wenceslas is one of your favorite Christmas songs.
that's when you
In his master's steps he trod.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
that goes exactly along with what I was going to say. Is ever since then, Gabe's been able to do a kind of decent Sly Stallone impression.
That's true.
It's
Maybe it was
weird.
Something through
Gabe I saw
Although-
he did it, and it was weird. Like the light did a weird thing.
I don't know.
The sun
Yeah.
changed.
Sun changed for a moment.
But if you'll remember, I believe it's canon that I don't actually do a Sly Stallone impression. I do Pat Morita
A bad Pat
doing
Morita.
Sly Stallone, which is
yeah.
actually a pretty bad Pat Morita impression because the Sly Stallone impression is okay, and Pat Morita's Sly Stallone impression was not very
I
good.
think what had
Cancel out.
happened, if I'm being honest, I think what happened, if I'm remembering correctly, you stood up there doing that, and then because there wasn't enough room and someone was taking a picture, someone else stood next to you and did the Karate Kid crane stance right next to you.
Okay.
And then the sun stood still for a while.
Okay.
It changed. And then there was like this weird interaction between the two of you. I don't think you saw this. So there was like a little bit of electricity.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
There was
Like,
some
actually, like-
electricity.
There was some electricity that like went back and forth between you guys
It
for a
looked-
little bit, and you both were like, and your hair was all like.
It
standing
sort of
up.
looked
Yeah.
animated, like in a
Yeah.
Disney movie in like
Yeah.
in the early
like-
80s.
Yeah, like his was
Sort of
purple
rotoscope
and yours
time.
was blue, and yeah.
Interesting. I don't
Crazy.
actually remember that, but I actually completely believe that happened.
Maybe that's why it's
Based
Pat
on
Morita.
my excellent Pat Morita
Yeah,
impression.
something happened.
Yeah.
Something must have happened.
Yeah. It's nobody comes by the quality of Pat Morita impression that I have
Yeah.
naturally through
No.
by anything other than supernatural means.
Yep.
Basically.
Basically.
So anyway, I guess I would go track down old Neil Armstrong's footprints, and I'd see what size Converse he was wearing on the moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walk a mile in his Converse
Yeah.
I like
on the
that.
moon.
I don't know if they did a whole mile. Do you think they did a
Converse.
mile? What was actually the distance traveled on the moon?
I don't know, but some of the distance was traveled in that little moon buggy that they drove around.
Did they drive in a?
They did.
okay.
They drove a little moon
That's
buggy
cool.
I'm
around.
gonna take a car on the moon.
It's guys, man. Guys, they got it. They got
Dudes are looking up at that moon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Dude.
I would love to see a picture of like the moon buggy with like one wheel off and like a couple
Yeah.
astronauts there, like
Yeah.
kind of like
Can
frustrated.
you believe
one of
we
them
did
like
this?
changing the tire? And
I just like thinking about them standing on the ground thinking, oh man, I want to walk on the moon one day. And then another guy's like, I'll do you one better.
Shoot, dude.
yeah.
Let's freaking drive.
Drive on that thing.
They're drinking a beer in his garage,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Shoot, dude, why don't we take this thing?" Points over and there's
He's got a moon buggy.
He's got a moon
he's
buggy.
got the-
With
like,
the
"Shoot,
NASA,
all
with the
NASA
NASA
logo."
logo on the
I want to
side.
walk on the moon one day. Shoot, dude, why don't we take this?
Why walk when you can drive?
Well, I can drive, buddy.
Yeah.
We got this here moon buggy,
Yeah.
and we've just been spoiling for
Yeah.
a chance to
I
use it.
hope it matches the rest of the aesthetic.
And honestly, I think I heard that it was really just a way for them to be able to be allowed to drive drunk because they wanted to drive drunk while they're drinking all these beers in their garage, and they're
Right.
like, we're gonna obey the laws here.
Yeah, we do
But
want
in
to get
order
to
to
the moon.
circumvent them,
Yeah.
let's go to the
And
moon,
that's something that people hardly ever mention.
crack
Is-
open,
is
drink
that
a freaking
Neil?
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong-
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's like
Satisfaction.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just doing the one part again, and they're driving around on the moon drinking.
Yeah.
They
were with that first step. Neil Armstrong was hammered.
Yeah, yeah,
He was-
absolutely.
Buzz Aldrin was
destroyed.
one.
Well, you know why they called him Buzz?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because of his
Um,
haircut.
No, because he's
Oh.
drinking.
because he had a bit of a buzz on
Because
Caleb.
he split a
right.
freaking rack of buckskins with Neil and the other guy.
Hard to remember his name, but I definitely remember. Was it Tom?
I have no idea.
Was it Tom Brokaw?
It was.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Tom
Yeah, and 10-year-old Tom Arnold went to the moon today. This moon mission is 2 30-year-old men and a 10-year-old.
And this goofy as hell 10-year-old kid.
What is this kid's deal? He's funny. Let's take him to the moon.
Hey, you're coming to the moon.
All right. Tom Arnold.
Well,
what was he in? He was in like Roseanne or no?
He was
that's
married
He was
to
married
Roseanne.
to Roseanne.
married to. Oh shoot!
He was, yeah, so.
He wasn't on the show, but
I don't really know what his bona fides are. He shows up in Austin Powers. That's where I know him from primarily. And
Yeah.
being married to Roseanne. Not when I was married to Roseanne.
That would, Josh, that would really be something.
today, 10-year-old Josh Stevenson married Roseanne. Roseanne Barr. Congratulations to the happy couple.
What if you were 10 years old? What if you were 11 and divorced?
Josh.
I was something of
Child
a marriage
groom.
prodigy.
Yeah. Wow, 11 and divorced. That would be like a fun book to write.
11. Yeah, divorced at 11.
Yeah. That would be a fun book to write.
Not to live. That'd be
No.
That'd be pretty
That's
rough.
tough. You're not really emotionally mature enough to handle the kind of devastation that goes along
Yeah.
with a divorce, I don't think, at 11.
Yeah, I mean, not even marriage.
Yeah. Right, that would be
The emotional devastation
of
that
just being
comes with
Married.
being married.
Yeah. You're not ready for it.
Good gravy. Yeah, so I'd go for the footprints, I guess.
I
That would
would
be my answer.
Okay, and my answer is as soon as I
me.
got to the moon, I would run to the dark side of the moon and I have my Walkman and I would turn on Dark Side of the Moon
Okay. By Pink
by
Floyd.
Pink Floyd on Dark Side of the Moon and see if it
Whoa.
matches up.
Does it
yeah.
line up
yeah,
at all?
does it line up?
And what like
I would start it as soon as right as you get over the line into the dark side of the moon, then
Yeah.
that's when I would start it.
Is it going to turn to color back here? Yeah.
right? Doesn't it start with
No, that's good.
what
It
is
starts
how does
with
start?
breathe,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's like that kind of crazy swelling thing.
Yeah. Can we just turn that on actually? Let's just listen to that.
baby. Oh, it is so good. Dude, all that hippie stuff, all that time, all that stoner stuff is
Yeah.
really dumb.
Yeah,
And Pink Floyd is awesome.
dude, Pink Floyd,
Dark Side of
rules.
the Moon. Is
Lots
one
of
the
stoner
best.
stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of stoner stuff from the '60s is awesome.
Yeah.
By the way,
It's
and I would
true.
I would take maybe a Walkman, but maybe just an entire iPod full
Whoa.
of music from that period.
Make sure
and
you get a
Okay.
picture of yourself because I'm sure you could sell that to Apple for so much money for an advertisement.
Yes.
Get a really good
Shot
picture.
on iPhone.
Okay,
And
look.
I will even take I guess maybe instead of a Walkman or an iPod, I'll just take an iPhone.
Okay.
Then I
Are
can
we-
have
Yeah.
the music and take a picture
Great.
of myself.
There you go. But you can't take a picture of the iPhone, and that's what's going to be the selling point.
You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
but
I'm gonna
we can
I'll
figure it
take
out.
2 iPhones.
Because if we're going
Also,
together,
I would wager that if you go up to the moon with an iPod and
Mm-hmm.
take a picture of yourself with an iPod, Apple's going to be like, "Cool, not really useful to us because we don't sell iPods
Anymore.
anymore."
well, no, but it's just cool because it gives like a bump to the brand. What a cool,
It's just-
kind of cool
yeah.
thing to
It's
do.
just like remember these. Maybe that's what I'm. Maybe that's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's what my face.
Yeah,
is
that's
kind
what
of-
you're doing on the dark side of the moon. Yes. And look,
Remember
my
these?
thing
Yeah.
that I'm doing on the moon. Okay, my thing that I'm doing
Fly
on
to
the
the
moon.
moon to take
Mine-
a picture with
But
Wait, what I
Yeah.
want to do though is I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go take the picture for Josh.
that's perfect.
That's what Caleb. You,
And-
well, you don't have. You can determine
I'm
your
gonna.
own.
I'll do some other
And I
stuff I
think-
won't talk about here, but
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take that picture for Josh.
What do you mean?
It's
It's just a lot.
What?
of
I'm just gonna take the picture.
opportunities
I'm
on the
going to take the
moon.
picture.
Okay.
We're going to be up there for longer. Look, this is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the picture.
Right.
But we're going to be up there for longer than it takes
Well-
to take a picture. So I'm going to do some other stuff. Yes, what's the first thing we're going to do? I want to make sure Josh gets this shot.
Yeah. And I want to be clear. Are we to understand that you're just from your expression that the idea of the picture is remember these, or it will be captioned?
No, there's no.
Okay.
There's no caption.
I was thinking we were going to put some captions on it.
I don't think we should put any captions.
I think we should
I
do
think
it.
I should try to sell it just with my expression.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember these?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
good.
well, we'll try that, Josh. I don't know how it's going to go.
Okay.
I am taking the picture.
But we are all three. You're taking the picture. We're all three going, and you and I are going to be out there.
Yeah.
And Gabe wants to go step in Neil Armstrong, but I
have
don't
to.
think Gabe can. I think Gabe's got to stay in the lunar module
What?
like the other guy.
No. Like,
And then you and I,
That's true.
because we're kind of doing this thing with Apple.
Yeah.
what? But I.
Can you add to it? Like, is there anything that you could do that could make this picture any better?
Somebody's got to stay in the lunar module.
Yeah.
But
That's
is
my
that
point.
true?
Well, that's why the one guy didn't get to.
I
walk
thought
on
he
the
I
just
have an
moon.
wasn't
idea.
feeling good or
I have an
something.
idea. If Gabe wants to come, if
Maybe
Gabe
had
wants
some
to
bad
come,
astronaut ice cream. I don't know.
maybe.
Yeah.
But if Gabe
So
wants to come out onto the surface of the moon with us,
Right.
how about we just bring along a 10-year-old boy?
Well, we could do that, or we could just
That's
bring
true.
along Tom Arnold.
That's true.
He's
or
still
Tom
kicking.
Arnold.
He's alive.
Yep.
He's probably fit to experience space travel. Probably as fit
Well,
as
at
I
least-
am.
Yeah. Well, at least fit enough that he could stay in the lunar module.
Sure. Yeah.
He
That's
doesn't have to get out.
Right.
And do
that's
anything.
true. I don't know if it's really being on the moon. Being on the moon might actually.
easiest part.
I'm actually thinking maybe it's rather difficult to contend with less gravity in a lot of ways, but.
Yeah.
But weight won't be an issue, I guess.
Right.
Except for fuel. So that's another thing. We're bringing 4 guys
true.
now. Not to get bogged down in all
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
logistics of it, but these are things that we
think-
wouldn't want it to spoil our big
In a-
plans for
Yeah.
this cool picture.
Yeah. I mean, we are running into a problem here because we're thinking it's us all going together and we're able to do so much more cool stuff
Right.
because we're all going as pals.
And we've
So-
got like the same mindset.
yeah. But Justin here, I think, is actually looking for suggestions. And it's just him. He's got a bunch of pals, but they're all
Right.
in his head.
In his
and
head.
they don't have bodies and souls
Right.
of their own.
Yeah.
They all kind of share a
Yeah.
piece of his body and his soul.
Right.
Like
At
a
least his
Horcrux.
soul. Like a Horcrux. He's
Yeah.
got a bunch of Horcrux. He's got a bunch of Horcruxes in his head.
In his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and not many of them are that dumb. So,
Yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
so all
So
I'm
what is
saying
he-
is,
so we need to
what
make
is he
sugge-
going to do with this? He
Right.
can't go take a
This-
picture on the moon
Well-
of him holding a phone, of him holding
Okay,
the,
good point.
unless
good
he
point.
brings a drone.
Well, then maybe he
I
can do
guess-
the footprints thing.
He could
Yeah.
do footprints.
Footprints.
So he can do the footprints. So Justin, that's one great thing that you can do is you can
Yeah.
walk in Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's footprints on
Yeah.
the moon.
Maybe do something else too.
What's the other thing?
Just build a little igloo.
Out of is there snow on the moon? I don't
It
think there's
know what
seems
that
like
is.
it seems like there is snow on the moon.
Is that true?
Pretty sure.
It looks like
If you
when they're
see-
walking around and
It's-
I think
No.
that's just the moon dust.
no.
Can you build an igloo on moon dust now?
igloo out of moon dust.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's never been tried,
So,
but Justin's
Justin,
just plucky enough that he might be able to do it.
it just might work.
that would be interesting.
Yeah. So Justin, that's one thing you can do is try to build an igloo out of dust on the moon.
Or bring along a friend and get a great shot.
For an Apple ad campaign.
Well, yeah. You want it to have some material benefit, but it's also
Uh,
it is a good shot. I'm taking the
Yes.
picture.
Yeah.
But you can't bring Tom Arnold. He's ours.
That's true.
Thanks so much for listening to Advanced Answering Techniques. If you would like to have us treat your questions like this, so this is something, that kind of came up as I was dealing with Joy's question.
Mm.
We're running out of questions. but that's actually okay, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
good.
Because
It's
guess
okay.
what?
What?
We're running out of answering techniques.
We're running out of answering techniques. We've been moving through the curriculum very carefully.
It's been strategic, obviously.
It's been
Right.
strategic and subtle.
yeah.
And we haven't,
Yes.
we did at the beginning call attention to the techniques that we're doing more, and we haven't really in every episode told you what techniques you're really concentrating on this week, but they've always been there, and the curriculum's almost done. So the podcast is almost over. It's the whole podcast is almost done.
Think about it like a book. We're getting to those last few pages, and there's no epilogue.
There's like a written by.
That's right. But just
copyright.
there's a
notice.
copyright notice, and then
Are there
and then
epilogues in textbooks?
Author's note.
And after this information discovered,
Yeah.
new information was discovered, and this book is not true.
Now that you've finished it, it is obsolete. Forget everything you just read. Buy our new book.
But that what we're saying is that advanced answering techniques has to end at some point. Basically,
Please.
nobody ever told anybody else about it the whole time we were doing it, and so it was just what. And also, we neglected to do any of the things that
Yeah.
you would need to do to make a podcast grow.
It's true.
Okay, so we're never gonna stop doing podcasts ever.
But this next one we're making, we're not going to try. We're not going to start off thinking we're going to do all that stuff. This
Whoa.
time, we know what we're doing.
That's true, but also we want some elements of the podcast to maybe be a little more to find opportunities to reach out to new listeners, and we have some ideas about what that might mean, and we'll see if we follow through with any of them. But at the very least, this format of us three guys doing a podcast will end soon. I wanted to put that out there before we get to episode 100. I don't know why. It just felt like this was
Feels
right.
right.
Feels right.
I feel like 100 episodes is a pretty fair shake.
Yeah.
At a premise, at an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
And,
see if it might catch on, and
sure.
if anybody else
Yeah.
other than the initial people who started listening at
And
the
who
beginning,
we love and
who
appreciate.
we love very much and really appreciate, and this format has been really fun.
It is.
So, but yeah, we're gonna.
not doing this because we want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to stop this, but it's just the end of the curriculum.
It's the end of the
true.
curriculum, and it might go more. It might go slightly more than 100 episodes because we'll just have to see what we do
Yeah.
with the last few questions
Because
we do have
did,
some questions.
yeah, and we're almost through all of our the stuff that we prepared before we even
Right.
started the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
we're
yeah.
almost through.
Yeah.
all of
But we
that.
do have to write an
So-
epilogue.
But there has to be an epilogue.
No textbook is complete without the
Without the epilogue, just to tie up all the loose ends.
That's
Right.
it's kind of like what the about the author is
Yeah.
in a sense,
on a
yes.
textbook. It's like,
in
and after
another
that,
sense.
the guy just kind of continued living like this for his whole freaking life.
This guy kept on studying stuff, looking at things under
Yeah.
microscopes, and being a general nerd. So
Basically, this guy was married with 3 daughters. He lives in Maine, and he looks at stuff under microscope.
Yeah.
his
and
name's
like,
Dr.
that's-
Whatever. He's stupid.
It's like, and that's probably never going to change.
So we have a something a little different this week for our radio play, and this is our first completely original premise here.
yeah.
So it's not based on anything else. You won't notice any similarities with anything else at all. And let's crack right into it. This is called the spaceship problem. The narrator. That's me. And I go like this. We're on a spaceship in the cryo chamber. Stuff is beeping. 2 guys are waking up from suspended animation. They've been sleeping for about 10 years or whatever, and they both look like they use a cup of coffee or 5. They actually start making a bunch of jokes about how much coffee they need.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I would. Man, I need so much more coffee than any other human has ever before, on a spaceship or not.
Yeah. Oh man,
Is that
me.
a joke? Thank you. Yeah, I
Good
thought it
one,
was pretty
dude.
good. I thought
Good
it was
one.
pretty funny.
Me. Here's my joke.
Okay, let me hear it.
Okay, if I was gonna drink all the coffee that I wanted to drink and need to drink right now, my body would have to be like 10 times bigger.
Yeah. So, wow. Okay, that's hilarious.
After these guys finished with their jokes, they heard right then a voice from Lyle, the third guy on the spaceship that those other 2 guys forgot about.
Sam, Kevin, my dudes, I'm so glad you guys are awake.
So you're already awake?
I am. I've been awake for 5 years.
5 years? Why?
Restless leg syndrome. I think my sleep pod was broken, or my leg being restless broke it.
Did you try to wake us up?
Yeah, I tried to wake you dudes up like a couple hours after I woke up, but I could not figure out how any of this crap works. I got the manual and I was doing exactly what it said. I was doing what I thought it said. But apparently you had to push 2 buttons and I didn't realize it had to be at the same time. So today I thought maybe I'll push the buttons at the same time. Just try that and it worked and you guys woke up.
You were awake for 5 years.
But I stayed pretty busy. I had like some creative projects I was working on, but it's dumb.
Okay.
The stuff I've been working on is like, it's dumb. But also part of me kind of thinks maybe it's something. Because I'm always trying to express myself from like a true place. But seriously, I would like you guys to hear some of the songs I've been working on.
You've been writing songs?
That's my creative project. Writing songs. I would like to share them with you because I think when we share our self-expression with each other, we can really connect. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have been somewhat lonely for the past 5 years, especially for the past 4 years.
Okay, what's one of your songs?
Okay. Give me a second. Let me find the note. Ooh, 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 ooh. No. Okay, more like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry. Ooh, ooh. And this is just like one thing. They're not all like this. One of the interesting things about my creative process is that I use all kinds of different genres. I'm a bit of a magpie.
Can you please start the song?
Yes, I can. Kevin. This is called Machines. Everything is white in the spaceship. Every light is bright in the spaceship. Some of the machines glow with greens, but my soul has got a bruise. I've got the blues. Everything is fine in the spaceship. Dinner's right on time in the spaceship. My machine friends, microchip weekends, I'd buy them diamond rings. I'm kissing machines. Kissing machines on the wires. Kissing machine, my heart's on fire. Keyboard keys, big old sloppy kiss. Motherboard. Motherboard, another sloppy kiss. Some people, it might scare them when they see me. With my electric harem, they get in the mood like I'm James Bond. I flip a switch and they get turned on. Kissing machines on their screens, kissing machines on their laser beams. The wireless mouse, a deep tongue kiss. The data house, a passionate kiss. I'm kissing these machines like they're metal queens. I want to clarify that when I say queens, I mean a female royalty. I know that it can mean something else. I'm aware of that. What do you think?
I actually liked it a lot.
Catchy. Scene.
Wow.
What you guys think about that?
I thought it was really cool. I mean, I guess I want to see it produced. You know, I want to see it in a movie. I think it could be a movie.
You think there's
think
maybe
yeah.
a visual aspect to that would
Yeah.
be interesting to sort of bring out.
I think
At
so.
least the song part, like a music video for that would be great.
Yeah.
We like the song.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think it
kinda what
has
I'm
to be
hearing.
all of the same stuff that's in the song is being shown.
Right. That would be
Some
interesting.
of it could be blurred out.
It would be. Sorry, you said some of it could be.
Blurred out. Well, because I was going to say, if you do end up shooting a video for it, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would be very good at it, but I'd definitely be kind of interested in doing it.
It being the guy.
Being maybe the guy. I don't
guy.
want to sing. but
Right.
I'll do.
That would be if
Yeah, okay.
if we could kind of do a thing that would be something that maybe would happen in Justin's mind,
Yeah.
where Caleb
Sure.
is
Right.
kind of singing this song, but
Right.
we understand that you're acting out sort
Yeah.
of what Caleb's.
It's probably
but
like
you're
we're-
sort of in the same
Yeah.
space together.
I'm like a little like, you know, that little symbol that bounces around on the DVD player.
Yeah, the
sleep
DVD
screen.
player sleep screen
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah, like that
Skimble.
symbol. I'm just like a little symbol, like a little TV like that size, and it's just kind of bouncing around over the footage.
You
of Gabe.
are that
Yeah,
symbol?
I'm no, not
Oh,
that
I
symbol,
see.
but
I
it's
see.
like
Yeah.
a little
I
video
see.
of me is playing the whole time, me singing, and
Right.
I'm wearing like a cool cat outfit.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that
Okay,
you were
the
definitely wearing
cat.
something tight,
Very
in the
tight.
sequence.
And then that kind of means I would have to wear the same thing
Yeah.
to communicate.
Yeah.
The,
Well,
you know,
could be. He would be almost like a more extravagant part of you. You could
Okay.
be wearing. I'm thinking virtually nothing.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I could definitely do that. I definitely think that, I guess that makes sense that the singer, the guy who's actually verbalizing all of
Yeah.
these desires and, you know, describing these actions would maybe be the more like outgoing sort of type, you know,
Right.
out there,
Yeah,
forthcoming. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you need.
and you're wearing something like some kind of space
You're gonna
age
be kind of-
hospital gown with
Yeah.
an open back.
The open back.
So
Yeah.
you're thinking like you just might play it too coy for us.
Yeah, well, it's like I'm gonna go. I
Let's
think
try it.
just right off I would just be more, more subtle. It
Kinda
would be
like
sort of like
Shy
below
about,
the surface.
Yeah,
No, like it's
shy
all
about your
there.
gown.
yeah.
No, like the gown is because I think I'm alone with all these machines, right?
I wanted to make sure to promote my Substack, sturvinson.substack.com. You can check it out. It's also in the show notes, and there's posts there. And Caleb, I think you had something that you needed to deal with.
Yes. Okay.
More promo stuff. We put the stuff at the end.
Yeah. So, okay, I floated your idea, Gabe, for the new slogan for donuts.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, I'll just remind you guys that was donuts. Go Holes! Right? So they liked it initially, and then some people start, the guys who don't like me obviously are on the
Right.
board.
It's political.
It's political, and
so
they start poking
unfortunate.
holes in it, and they go,
Gets in the way of good
not
work.
to, not to, no pun intended, but they go, excuse me, but isn't that going to make people think of their go holes?
and like, as somebody who's sort of close to Gabe, to me, I have one idea of what that is.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
that's
Well, I came up with the donut go
Yeah.
holes thing
Yeah.
because I was thinking about how I dig tunnels. That's
Something
been
of a
mentioned on the
tunneler.
podcast. I'm a
Yeah.
tunneler,
Yep.
and
And he calls-
I call them my go holes.
Right. To get here, you have to go there.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
To get there, you have to go here.
Yeah.
These holes allow
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
They
Totally.
facilitate the going from
Yeah.
one place to another.
Absolutely. I've heard you say it. Yeah. I mean, I was like, I was confused when you first brought it up because I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Isn't that okay? Oh, I see.
Gotta hold your breath in the go hole.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that's not what they meant. They meant something
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're asking for another slogan, and so
Mhm.
I just brought it here because it is it's my job, and I have to come up with a new slogan.
Yeah.
But I can't do it. So I was just, if you guys could do it for me,
Yeah, come
That
up
would
with
be-
another slogan.
Another
Yeah.
slogan.
I've been trying.
Yeah,
Try holes.
yeah. Try holes. Yeah,
What about go nuts?
donuts.
Go
nuts.
nuts.
Yeah, because
That-
that's encouraging like a real like devil may care sort of attitude.
Kind of,
Right.
but I have a feeling.
abandon. Like, hey,
Yeah.
look, don't just buy a dozen, buy a couple
Yeah.
dozen.
Yeah,
Just go
just-
nuts.
Just
Go
go,
nuts
go
with it.
absolutely crazy
Donuts
on
go
donuts.
And people, and because it rhymes, people will probably do it because that does lend credence
Yes,
to
that's
anything.
true.
It's just a rhyme.
Just
Oh, it
rhyme.
rhymes.
Yeah,
Like
Donuts,
that song
go
that you
nuts.
wrote.
yeah,
Yeah,
There's parts of it that rhyme.
there were
and
parts of
it's
it that were rhyming.
yeah.
And it does
And
that.
it
that
worked great.
rings true.
And I did.
Like a donut, because donuts are rings.
Right.
You can wear them as rings, and actually they
Uh-huh.
count as wedding rings.
It's a whole different way to think about the donut. If you just think about them
As
a
a
ring.
sort of a ring.
Yeah. And not a bun. Look, I'm not actually, even though it would encourage more people to buy donuts and eat them,
Right.
I'm not into the 2 donuts for hamburger buns.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. No.
Two
Absolutely.
donuts or one
Simply
cut
no.
in half?
Does it really matter, Gabe?
Kind of. It's the difference between eating one donut and two.
Caleb, I mean, I appreciate you having such a strong principled stance because think about if you're getting people to have one hamburger patty
Yeah.
with 2 donuts on either side, that
Yeah.
has to
That's true.
That has to line your pockets pretty well. But you're so principled against that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, the entire board doesn't really like.
See, okay, because I just
They
feel
like money.
I feel like that's not in line with the sort of go nuts attitude.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
I guess
like
you're right.
putting what's nuttier than putting a freaking
So does
hamburger.
this slogan mean I have to change my whole freaking
System of
values?
Yeah,
values?
I think so.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. I did want to
It's
mention
my job. I'll
All
do
right,
it.
I'm okay
before
with it now.
before we go, this week we have a special scavenger hunt challenge
Oh,
for the listener out there that because we actually recorded this episode already, and then the SD card was hidden from us.
It was hidden by me,
it's
from me,
some-
and apparently everyone but God.
Yeah.
So if you know where we work, maybe look around outside of where we work. If you know where Josh lives, come into his shop and have a look around. See
Even
if you
though
can
I've done both of those things.
See if you can find the SD card. If you know where I live and I park my car and my car happens to be unlocked, which it's not very often, go look in the car that Josh rode in
Bring a gun.
after he put the SD card in his pocket and we were hiding the SD card. So there's a special lost episode that you could find if you find the SD card.
And then you would bring the gun in order to flush the SD card out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Get it scared.
Hey, hop.
Hell.
Oh, hip. Hop.
Ho.
Oh, hop.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.